Hello. Trust me, I know. I feel the way I look. Or is it I look the way I feel? That's what it is. Okay. It's I look the way I feel. So, um, first off, friends and family who are watching this, if you have any correlation with our family, I encourage you strongly to not watch this video. Not because this is anything bad or like bashing, but this message is not for you and you're not going to understand this message. So I just want to put that out there. Um, what I wanted to do is kind of, if you have been watching me, which I know tons of you have, and I appreciate that so much. I'm basically an open book. And it's funny because I think about that. And by doing that, I know that has leads to so many doors of people criticizing, judging, saying what they want. And I'm fully aware of that. And I have learned to be okay with that. It's funny because it's almost like how Jesus died on the cross for us. You know, I can't imagine the pain he went through in front of everybody to suffer like that for us so we could live. So, that's something that I've done this since the day Jesus told me to move to Tennessee. And that's the God honest truth. If you look back 4 years ago, almost is that, where I put my first, that's when I knew that my life was completely going to be changed forever. And that I have already, at a young age, had to go through things stating what Jesus has told me and being, criticized for all of that. And then everyone has watched such blessings that he's done. But I'm doing this solely because I want to be a living testimony. I want you guys to see me because before everyone, I could just share what Jesus did for me, and tell, but I've never been able to actually do this while in the moment. We see so many people, share, which is wonderful, and I love that. But I think it's very pivotal to be able to do this right now with you. So, that being said, I'm sure you have seen my post because I am a very real person. A lot of people don't agree with that because it's the good and the bad. When I lose 30 pounds, when my life is completely turned upside down. I will always do that because just because I am a believer in Christ, life is not easier and life is not harder. If anything, it is an incredible journey that is of growth if you allow it. And it's so neat to be able to share with you these kinds of things, as hard as it is, because right now this is eating me alive because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to put my business out there again because this is like, you know, putting a red X zone. No, 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 don't do this. But I have to go with my heart, and I always have, no matter if it led me down a wrong path or the greatest blessing in the world. I go with my heart, and I will own it either way. So my life is completely a mess. It's just a mess. It's so sad because everything was so great because everyone saw what God has done and provided for me. And this is not of God. So clearly, let's not, blame God. That's something I'm very proud of. I don't blame him for anything that's going on in my life. And actually, I blame myself. And I will get to that. I know that may seem kind of, but I blame myself 100%. So just a little background of we have all known, if you watch me, and I'm assuming if you're watching this, you know something of me. You know that I'm an entrepreneur. You know that I'm a mom of a 16-month-old, and I am still a wife. So I have struggled in my marriage. We have been through so much. And in all marriages, we go through so much. The people who have lasted 50 years God only knows what they have been through to get to that point. So marriage is not easy by any means. And it's so easy to watch movies or watch people on Facebook that just constantly share stuff that are all positive, which is fantastic, and that's what we should do. To get misguided and misled that there are no trials, or everything's just Walt Disney, and it's not. And I say that because I grew up with that mindset of, at a very young age, because I'm a huge person of passion and love. And so when I love hard. So that was just my own mindset. And I had to really understand that that's not the case. So throughout these struggles and trying to work things out, something has done a complete 180. And with the most heart-wrenching betrayal you can have in a marriage, the only one through God that you can actually get divorced. And I'll pause there, because the hard part about all of this is how I already have been previously married at 18 years old, and actually he cheated on me and committed adultery. So it's like, did not think 2 times in my life I'd have to deal with this. I was 18 then, and now I'm 27. So, I don't know. But the key I want to share with you is what I had been doing these past few days, because I've posted here and there, but behind closed doors, what has really been going on in my life. It's been a living nightmare. A nightmare. Every second. The only time I'm okay was when I'm at work, because I'm a worker. So that's what I do, and that's where I excel, and I can do that. But to come home to my son, who I am learning senses me, I've known this, but I've really been trying to not let him see my emotions of anger and hurt and pain. But he's so smart. He knows that. So it has been very tough for me and him, because if you know me, you know that my family is 8 hours away, and I really don't have a church family right now. And some things have happened before this where I really don't even have a Tennessee family now. So it's alone. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. It's what happened when I first moved here. It's those feelings all again rising up. But now I have a son. So I have a double whammy, because the third party in this was a friend of mine who I helped actually when her husband cheated on her. So that is like, boom, right? Let's just put a nuclear bomb in the whole situation. The point of this is, I know my husband didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to do this to my wife. The thing where I have failed as a wife, and I want to share with you this is where I'm getting at. I'm sorry it's taken so long to get to this. When my husband met me, I was on fire with God. And I let that go, because I have experienced so much in my life these past 2 years I never really have before. The constant struggle and battle, and just things that came along with my husband, I never knew anything about, and it's been very difficult for me. And so I have failed, because I let that relationship, because I know that that's what his interest with me. I know that that's really probably got him reeled in with me, is because everything was God. I went into work in jail at 6:30 in the morning, and I was happy, smiling. That's why people didn't like me, because it didn't matter if someone cussed me in the face. I could smile and say, have a good day, and mean it, So I want to share that with you, Because if your marriage is struggling right now, whether you were close to God or not, I really encourage you to be. Because when I look back how everything has just spiraled down to a very dark place with us, is because God's not been in the core, and we both have made choices and done things to lead us to this place. So that's what I've been doing these past few days, is grieving, being absolutely miserable. I have my moments of shining where I decide to work out and be strong. But then when if I'm not working, I'm at my house. I try to go out with Luke, but even for people today that they saw when I went to church, which we had to leave, he's just not okay right now. And he's gone with me not being able to. We had such a schedule with my other Tennessee family. He's not really with kids anymore like he was and being out and about. So it's kind of just been a terrible thing. So I want to encourage you what I'm doing now, what I decided today to do and what I have done, which has completely been huge. And that was me waking up, and I have, except to make this video, which I wanted to play stuff, but I decided not to, is Christian music, worship music, to get back in that place. Because what I have found myself doing is backtracking at thoughts of why wasn't I worth it? What am I doing wrong to keep having marriages fail? A lot of blaming myself, and you can't do that because I can't change what has happened. And I can't point fingers, because at the end of the day, I know I have to forgive them both. And that's going to be very hard to do, because I am a person who is hard to forgive, especially when it's something that people know better. That's very, very hard for me to do. But I know I have to do it, because if you have Jesus in your heart, you're Christ-like, and Christ forgives us for everything. Over and over and over again, he forgives us. He gave us his life so we could live. So I'm going to find the good in all of this, but I have talked to many of you because I've made posts before, and the ones who have contacted me, I want to show you. I want you to watch me, and I want you to see I am going to mess up, and I am going to try very strongly to not do anything, because I've already let my emotions get to me. This is very fresh, so I think it's been a few days, and I've let it really get the best of me and tear me up and mess me up, just my mind all over the place. So I want to share with you, whether it's your marriage or not, if you're watching this and it's not your marriage and you're just alone and you feel like you have no one, the thing that I have learned, and really the good thing about this, is I forgot that all we really do need is God. I forgot to lean on him as my Father and have that backbone. And because of that, I have seen Satan win so many times with me, my husband, our marriage, our life. It is insane how he really does kill, steal, and destroy. Let me tell you. I'm telling you right now, because you've seen me at the greatest highs and the lowest lows. And if you think for 1 second Satan is not laughing, then we all are fooled. Because even the person involved in this, I know she's not this person and has gone through her own things. So we cannot let Satan take over our lives. And I will not, because I can't get knocked down. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Here I am. I'm the world's worst with words. I can't get knocked out. I can't. I say that confidently. I'm not doing it egotistically. I'm saying that because my whole life, I mean, from teenager on, since I turned, 17, 18, decided I knew everything about this earth and all that stuff. I'm saying that because through Christ, because I will get up every single time. I'm going to share with you how to do that. I'm going to teach you how, no matter what's going on, no matter who is bringing you down, no matter if it's yourself bringing you down, I'm going to help show you and teach you how to do that. Because this is real life. And these things are hidden. And it should be. But I have a purpose on this earth. My purpose is to help other people. And it is amazing because it is the most rewarding, but yet it can be some of the most heartbreaking times because words are cheap, but words are hurtful. And actions speak everything. So I just want to leave this with you. And I'm going to be doing this. Go to God. I know that it's even scary for me because what do I need right now? Besides, I wish I had my family more than anything on this earth. I know what I need to do is guidance and direction because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I know obviously some things that I have to do, but my son's going to wake up. I have to teach him. I have to make myself be okay and us not continue to go down this road every day. We have to rise above, and even when we don't want to do anything, we have to push ourselves. So don't be silent. Don't be in a place where you're silent. Put on some worship music. Put on Joyce Meyer. Actually, a friend of mine, I love her so much. I'm just going to shout out Twyla. Twyla, thank you so much. You are a lifesaver, and thank you for talking to me on the phone last night. And just you have always, because of you, I am the woman I am today. You help me and give clarity. But she gave me some preachers' names that I can share with you too. I got to look them up because I'm not familiar with them. But put a smile on your face because we have a chance. I know there's going to be some kind of blessing through this, whatever it is. But what I'm most grateful for about all of this is to get my relationship back 100% with Christ, stronger than it's ever been. And to teach you guys and show you that it's very possible, no matter how far away you are from Him, no matter what's going on, no matter the sins you have committed, it's okay. It really is okay because God's going to forgive you just like He's going to forgive me. And that's the beauty of Jesus, is He's everlasting. He's the Almighty. He loves us. Oh my gosh, listen to that song, Oh How He Loves Us. It will bring you to tears if you really just listen to it. So I hope that you have gotten from this message of what I have done wrong. And I hope that helps you not do it, to stop you, preventing you from this, how to seek help and with God, and that even if you don't have a neighbor to reach out to, or you don't, if you're like me, you're not settled right now, everything's kind of going on, you have God. It sounds crazy, but just talk to Him, just listen to music, you will feel Him. You can't make this stuff up. I can't make up what God has already done in my life. If you look at my life, if you looked at my timeline and my life and what has happened, I did not do it. There's no credit to me. It's Jesus. He has done everything for me. So thank you guys so much. I mean that. I know it probably gets old, Tim, but I mean it so much for liking my like page, for watching me, encouraging me, for joining me. I love helping you guys. I love the ones who say yes to me and help me, and just people who reach out to me and a friendship and invite me to church. I love that. Thank you so much. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday and know that I'm going to be okay. So just pray for me and my family. Pray for my family, not just me. And let's watch God work. Let's see what God does. And I encourage you to just take today and just thank Him, because I am.